This week on a podcast from Beneath, it's our 666 favorite vampire films.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. The unburied dead are coming back to life, seeking human victims.
Mr. Poe, how's it going?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Man, I can't believe we have that many people in France listening to us.
I think it's just
Wanna give that-
I think it's just one person, and they're just binging our entire library.
Like they're stuck in quarantine or something.
Yeah. Billy, how
Poor
you
people.
doing?
Stop, but our episode just keeps on playing. I can't stop it.
And we have a guest this week.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty good. How you
Hello,
doing?
hello.
I'm Geraldine,
It's my other
AKA.
half.
aka Mrs. Poe.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want to mess that up. I've done that before.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
what's
had
that?
it was our
It's his
cat.
cat.
What is this? The invasion of the cats? We try to record an
You busy?
episode.
Perfect
and
time
people-
for me to crawl up on you.
Next time we do an episode, we'll have to do it on Facebook Live, and like people will see what we're talking about with these cats.
Yeah.
There's
There's another cat.
another one.
We feel
Hi,
bad because
Zafira.
we can't shave her. She's got a bunch of macs now and stuff like that.
Should we all just grab a cat and just talk behind
Yeah.
the cat?
Hey, it's like Carrie doesn't have a cat. What a loser.
Hey, where's the asshole that always tears your shit up, Billy? Where's that one?
Well, it's
He's either upstairs or he's hiding, planning his next attack.
it's because we're a bunch of cool cats and kittens.
Oh God.
All right. Yeah. So this week we're gonna give you our.
We're gonna get past
This
this.
is going to be our favorite vampire films. One of our famous top 6 lists. So there's 3
Yes.
of us, which means it's 666. But before we move into that, we're going to go ahead and knock out our other segments first. I will go ahead and start off with the Tales from Tubi.
Ooh.
Tales from Tubi
What we
And
got?
well, I went ahead and stuck with this week's theme. So my pick for Tales from Tubi is from 2010, Let Me In.
Oh man.
Oh.
Okay, now
young boy befriends a young female vampire who lives in secrecy with her guardian. Not as good as the original, but I still enjoyed this remake.
Oh, okay. See, I was gonna ask, was it the original or the remake? Because the remake was pretty good.
The
Yeah,
original
yeah.
is Let the Right One In, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not as good as the original, but I still enjoyed I enjoyed both of them.
With Chloe, was it Chloe Grace Moretz? No.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was in the
Hmm.
remake.
Mm-hmm.
She was the vampire girl.
Yes.
It's a
So
good
if you have,
movie.
so if you've never seen it, it's free on Tubi. Go over and everybody go watch it. Not right now though. Wait till the show's over. All right, so you got your shout outs ready, Mr. Poe?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stick with the theme of what we've been doing lately. Is we've been shouting out the Facebook group people because, well, I mean, those are the ones that pay attention to us. The first one, and it's a new friend of ours we made through the interview, our last episode, and Cody Huskins. He's been liking a lot of our stuff, and he's the director / Jason Voorhees in the upcoming Freddy versus Jason Dreamscape. So want to give a big shout out to him. I also want to thank Blake Best for doing his shout out. He did. I saw that, Carrie. That was awesome. I mean, he gave us a hell of a shout out. That was great.
Oh yeah,
made me smile.
on his
It made me
live
smile.
on his
Yeah.
live broadcast today. Yeah, it was pretty cool that he done that.
Man, those guys are awesome. So I know we always shout out Noelle because she's awesome and she's very active on there. Also, I'm going to shout out a friend of mine, Brandon Williams. I know he drives a truck. He's, one of the people, making the
He's
world
essential.
go around right now. Yeah, he's essential. So, yeah, I'm going to shout him out too. So, thank you guys for all that you do.
That's right. All right, so let's go ahead and move into the weekly world news, which is my favorite segment on here.
It's everybody's favorite segment.
Now it's time for the Wiki World News.
Okay. The Gutan Brigade is spotted outside Richmond, Virginia. So I'll let you see what the Gutan Brigade is. A bunch of
Oh,
aliens.
they're aliens.
Like
Yeah.
the
Cool.
Steve Gutenberg, like
Yeah.
his
The
game.
Gutenberg. They're making everybody watch Police Academy.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Or Cocoon. It could be that they're the aliens from Cocoon.
And this one, because we don't get enough of all the crap that we hear, but someone got busted, and it was the Easter Bunny busted for social distancing violation. Look,
Oh.
that is one scary rabbit. Look
What
at
the
how
hell
he
is
looks.
that?
Oh my
Let's see.
god.
It looks like one of them Chuck E. Cheese robots or something. I don't know. So
Meth, not even one.
he did look messed out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he's in trouble. And then we got, and this is, kind of going with what we were talking about earlier with cats and everything, because we love them on this show. But we got seal cats spotted in Cape Cod.
Sea cats. That's
Seal
badass.
cats. How did that happen? And
Science.
I'll do one more, going with the theme of cats. Spy cat infiltrates president. I don't know. I guess the Japanese president. I don't know. It's inner circle. It's a spy cat. He got over there. Okay, and that's all. It seems the Weekly World News is focused on cats. I don't know.
I don't know why.
I
They
don't
knew
know.
that we were going to have cats on here. That's what it was.
I think Billy has a seal cat.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I got to read this one. This is the last one, I swear to God. This is the last one. All right.
This is late breaking news.
Late breaking news coming to you. Look, Tracy Morgan pregnant with alien babies. Quadruplets.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
All right. And that's it. That's all we got on the Weekly World News.
All right. Am I forgetting anything else? Is there anything else?
No.
Because this show just started off so smoothly.
Well, technical difficulties on my end, but I'm here, baby. I'm here.
All right. So, who wants to go first with their favorite vampire film? Now, I should say these aren't like when I was thinking about my list, I was thinking I'm not picking anything that's like, hey, this is technically the best film ever, right? This is
Yeah. This is what.
this is what I enjoyed or what you enjoyed, not
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It could be the worst movie ever made, but you still love it for some other reason.
I think we'll be gracious hosts. Let our guests go first. Since we're halving our list, I'll go next.
Okay. Okay. So that's what we'll do then. So number 6.
All right. So I'm gonna go with my first pick was really because I love vampires. It's no secret, even the sparkly ones. So the first vampire movie I remember as a kid, and it really scared me, and yet I was very interested in it, was Fright Night. And the vampire on that is played by Chris Sarandon. I can't remember his name on the movie though, but
Fun fact, he's from
Jerry
West Virginia.
Dandridge.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he
here we
is.
go.
he's
Fun
what?
fact.
He's from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. So anyways, That's my first pick anyway.
Fright Night. That's a
Thoughts?
very
Thoughts?
good. That is a very good movie. I can tell you the first time I seen it was in the theater on Paris Island in South Carolina, on the Marine base. So I watched it with a bunch of Marines.
I was going to ask if your grandmother took you.
No, she was not there. She was not there for this one.
I remember the first time I saw it, it was on USA Up All Night, Rhonda Shear.
I think
Actually-
I saw when my sister or brother rented it when I was real young.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell you, the experience of watching it on the big screen with a bunch of Marines was pretty good. Pretty good.
Did they shoot at the screen? Vampire!
No, but they were definitely they were definitely talking to the screen a lot.
Isn't it crazy? The one that plays Marcy from Married with Children.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it crazy that She
Yeah.
was in that movie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've met all three of the main actors.
Oh wow.
And then the guy
Really?
the guy that played Evil wouldn't do the laugh, and I was upset.
Aw.
Come
He's
on.
probably tired of doing the laugh.
He could be.
I heard he was a porn star.
I don't know. I didn't ask him that.
Did I ask them?
Hey, you doing porn now or what?
And the main character, what his name was, like Charlie. He was on that TV show Herman's Head.
Yes, Charlie.
Y'all remember that?
No.
You don't remember
Carrie
Herman's
would.
Head?
Carrie's
No.
Carrie's
Yes.
closer to my age, maybe.
I
so-
don't.
Yeah.
Bunch of
It
young
was
people.
good. It was
Bunch of young
fun.
people.
And then it had was it Roddy? Was it Roddy
McDowell.
McDowell? Yeah.
Oh, I
wasn't
loved
he in
his
the Planet of the
character.
Apes movie.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
some reason, when he said it,
Yes.
it didn't sound right.
Yeah, I was like, is that his name? That's why I stopped. I was like,
Isn't that it's Roddy McDowell? Isn't that the chick? Is that a female actress?
yeah, is that female?
No, that's Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell. Okay.
Is that his daughter? Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to look that one up. What was the what'd you think
Hold on,
about the her video messed
Roddy
up.
McDowell was his name.
Okay, Roddy
Roddy
McDowell.
McDowell.
Yeah, she
Rowdy
went,
Rowdy Piper.
Yeah.
Roddy McDowell.
Rowdy McDowell.
Great
So
movie.
was
Great
not
movie.
like the coolest part to me, I think, was whenever his assistant melted.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it had some really good effects. I felt bad for Evil Ed, man.
When he got killed.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
he was like, they were like, oh, fuck his screaming. Like, let's just keep walking.
Oh, I thought you meant when he got impaled by the when he was the wolf. And he got
Oh
impaled
no, I
by
thought
the-
when he like they were like he was like, well, first he played a joke on him, right, and then like he actually did get bitten.
He was so sad.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What about part
that
two?
movie
Did you
made
know
him do
part two?
porn.
There's a part 2?
Yeah, you didn't know
What?
this was a sequel?
Fright Night? Yes.
I don't know if I saw that. I saw the remake.
The remake was
know.
good. I liked it.
I mean,
David Tennant was a really good Vincent. What was his name in the film? Peter Vincent.
Peter Vincent, yeah,
Yeah.
Peter Cushing and Vincent Price.
Yes. Yeah, I thought David Tennant done a really good job. It was weird seeing Doctor Who in that role, but
trying to see if I
And rest
saw
in peace
part
to
2.
what's his name from the remake? What's his name? Anton Yelchin.
yeah, the guy from Star
Oh,
Trek.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then
Oh.
his girlfriend was the girl from 28 Weeks Later. I don't remember what her name was.
Was it she got a weird name, like Imogen Poots or something like that.
Something like
Is that her
that.
name? Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that's
I'm
a
right
weird
here
name.
looking at it. How could you? Yeah. Nice memory. But Colin Farrell, he did a good job as the.
Yeah, he
You
was
know.
all right. He was all right.
I'm glad he got his life together because he was thought he used
Yeah.
to be one of those big actors that fell because of drinking and stuff like that.
Just ends up on season 2 of True Detective.
Yeah.
That's-
What was I saw like a mean tweet. He's like his character in season 2 looked like he smelled like couch farts, depressed couch farts.
Yeah, so Friday, that's definitely a good one. So who wants to go next with their number 6?
Mr. Poe.
All right. I'm gonna go with the Life Force aliens, or not aliens, vampires, but they are kind of alien vampires, space vampires, and I like them. I liked how I love the practical effects in that movie. Of course, Matilda May, that wasn't bad to look at either.
Yeah, that was a
So-
good one.
She's like
Yeah.
naked through like 99% of the movie.
I know. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
100. I think 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But I
I
just
have no
I-
clue
I-
what this movie is.
I just like the practical. Well, Steve Railsback, Stephen Railsback is in it. I mean, it's
Patrick Stewart's in it.
yeah. I mean, it's a
Oh,
real
yeah,
cool
I
movie.
forgot. I haven't seen it in a while. I've only seen that one time, but I enjoyed it.
I remember
Really
playing the
good.
video game. I was like, that's weird they made a video game out of that movie, but I don't think it's connected at all.
No, it isn't. It isn't at all. But yeah, that'll be my pick.
Yeah, Life Force
When was
is
that
a good
made? In
one.
the 70s or 80s?
That was 80s.
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 85.
1985. Yep, that's definitely a good one. I remember just catching on TV. I got probably like HBO or something. I don't remember renting it.
So
or-
you, okay, I was gonna say, if it was on TV, then you missed like 90%
Oh
of the
no,
movie.
no, it was on HBO. I seen it. I seen all of it.
All of it.
I just like how the people, got the life force sucked out of them. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they
How
kind
they
of look like
looked.
Yeah,
Blood
they
on it?
looked cool as hell, and they got all their when she sucked them dry. If you know what
they
I
kind
mean.
of remind me of the.
Sucked their soul.
They kind of reminded me of some of the audience members in Black Roses whenever
Yeah,
they
it
got
did.
turned.
Oh yeah, I wonder if it's the same guy. They just used the what was
The
it
same
made
ma- yeah.
first? Black Roses or because they just used the leftover bodies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that
that's what
movie.
happened.
Yeah, we'll just use it.
Yeah,
That could have been
Definitely
it.
on my list though.
Yes, Life Force, definitely a good one. Billy, what's your number 6?
Mine will be Near Dark.
Near Dark. That's
Oh,
a
hell
good
yeah.
one.
Finger looking good.
One of Bill Paxton's best roles.
Oh hell yeah.
Just man, I just love the whole look of the movie, really. And it had the guy from Trancers. He was in it. He played the father. I can't remember his name.
I see Lance Henriksen's in it.
Yeah,
Lance
Henriksen.
Henriksen. The woman from Creep Show. I can't remember her name.
Adrian
Uh,
Barbeau.
Yeah, the kid that was in The River's Edge. I think his name is Joshua Miller. I think the played the old man, but he's like real young. He also wrote The Final Girls. If you didn't know.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was a different vampire film. It was kind of like it gave me like a Western vibe in a way for some reason. I don't know why. But
I've never seen
really
that one
enjoyed
either.
it.
It looks pretty cool.
Near Dark's awesome.
Catherine Bigelow
Uh,
directed it.
Yeah. Who is an Academy Award winner now.
She's big time now.
She used to be married to James Cameron.
There you go.
Mm,
Bonus information from Billy.
That's right.
cool.
But yeah, Near Dark it might be my favorite of all time of vampire films. I'm not sure, but
Well, why is it not
It's
number 1 then? Why is it
well,
number 6 on your list?
mine's not in any particular order.
Okay.
Mine's no particular order. Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, Near
Alright.
Dark. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's good.
All right. Well, my number 6 is going to be From Dusk Till Dawn.
Hell yes.
Well, that's a great pick.
That's an awesome pick.
And it's even better if you don't know it's a vampire film going into it.
Yeah.
Like you get that surprise halfway
Uh-huh.
through.
The Gecko brothers. I love it, man.
Have you seen all the Dusk Till Dawns?
I have not. I've seen the first one, and that's it.
I saw the first, second. I don't think I saw the third one.
I
Which
saw
one's
the one
the
that had like the
Hangman's Daughter?
Baldwin. The Baldwin brother, right? There was that vampires.
That was John
Vampires.
Carpenter's
That's John
Vampires.
Carpenter's Vampires.
Yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn is Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they
Oh
had.
no, I'm talking like the
from-
sequel or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what part is the Hangman's Daughter, but I saw that one. I don't know if that's part 2. I think that might be part 3. But it kind of, you can't do that. I mean, the first one was just so great that you couldn't really do a sequel to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it didn't need a sequel. I didn't watch
It
any
didn't.
sequels. I didn't watch the TV show or anything. I just the
Oh,
first
was there a
one to me.
TV show?
Yeah, I think it was on
TV
El
show
Rey.
is actually pretty decent. The TV
Eh.
show was.
Was that the one that had Wilmer Valderrama?
Yes.
Yeah, we never watched that, I don't think.
I watched
you
a
talking about
couple
Handy
episodes.
Mandy?
Yeah, he was in it.
That's weird to see him in that.
Yeah. He'll always be Fez to me.
Pez.
Fez!
Pez.
Fez! That 70s
Fez.
show!
I thought you said Pez. Yeah, From Dusk Till
No,
Dawn is
Dusk
really
Till-
good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
it might be one of the goriest vampire flicks ever.
It
But
could be.
yeah,
I don't
but-
know.
You have
Surprised y'all
Tom-
haven't
Brutal.
mentioned Selma Hayek yet in that movie.
Well, of course,
Jeez.
okay, Salma Hayek, yes, the whole snake dancing scene, badass. Tom Savini's crotch gun was badass,
Yes.
and
What's
Cheech
his
Marin
name?
was awesome.
Even there,
Sex Machine.
Sex
Yeah.
Machine.
Sex Machine.
I was trying to
And,
find.
Another Quentin Tarantino. I know he didn't direct. I know he wrote the movie, but he's like, man, I like feet. Let's put Selma Hayek's feet in this.
She pours
All of his
tequila down her
movies.
leg, and it goes right.
Yeah.
Into, yeah.
He was writing. He's like, yes, this is for me. I'm writing this for me.
And I'm forgetting to mention one of the greatest actors of all time, Harvey Keitel's in it as well. I mean, you can't go wrong with that cast, man. That whole
No.
cast was awesome.
Well, I was trying to
Oh,
find
no.
my DVD. I've got it autographed by Fred Williamson, who is probably
Oh
the
yeah, Fred Williamson.
second greatest part of that film.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I like how when he found out that he was the vampire, he looked crazy as fuck in that.
Yeah, he did. When they turn around, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
Yeah, like the big neck.
Oh yeah.
And then whatever
And
the
it-
hell Tom Savini turned into when George Clooney ripped his head off, he turned into some weird rat-looking thing.
Yeah, that was weird too. Yeah,
That was weird.
and of course you had Cheech Marin, who had like 4 parts in this movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he played like different characters. Yeah.
Hey, my favorite quote from that movie. Hey, what was going on in there? What were they, psychos? Psychos do not explode when light hits them. I don't care how fucking crazy they are. I
Yeah,
love
that
that.
was a good one. Yeah.
And got Danny Trejo too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Danny Trejo. Well, Danny Trejo, yeah.
He came back for some of the sequels too, which I guess that one was a prequel, but
I
which
liked,
guess would make sense.
The band when they were like playing the body pose, like "fuck you, good night."
Yeah,
They just disappeared.
That band is Tito and the Tarantula. That's
Tito
who
and the
the band was. Yeah, they're an actual band.
See, that's the closest horror movie we'll get probably from Quentin Tarantino. Even though he didn't direct it, he wrote it.
right. Yeah. All right. So who's next?
Well, I think back to our guest, wherever she is.
You can't see me?
No,
No.
I think it's where you were using your screen to look
Oh,
up information.
I am. I'm over here researching and stuff.
It turns off
So-
your camera.
Oh, well, that's cool. I didn't want you to see weird faces when I'm like looking up stuff. So I wanted to kind of throw a curveball in there. And I have thought long and hard about this. Sorry, I said long and hard. But you can't deny that this is not a fantastic movie. Granted, it's not really horror, it's more comedy. And that would be Dracula portrayed by Leslie Nielsen in Dracula Dead and Loving It.
That is a good one.
One of the best vampire movies. Mel Brooks is amazing. So yeah, I had to throw that one in there, guys. I hope that's okay.
No, that's good. I like that
Yeah, I
movie.
haven't seen that one. That's the
Oh
Oh
my
my
Mel
god.
Brooks film I haven't seen. Yeah,
Did you say
It's
you've
so-
never seen it, or you haven't seen it in a while?
I haven't seen it all. I don't think.
Oh my
If
If
god!
I did, I
dude.
don't remember it.
You're missing out. It's got the guy from Wings.
Yeah, Steven Weber.
Yeah.
I love that. She will become one herself. What?
I mean, you can't go wrong with a Mel Brooks film.
It's
No,
so
you can't.
fantastic. I
It
mean, and
is, it's awesome.
Peter McNichol is Renfield. Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Oh
was
my
Renfield's
good.
hilarious.
And of course,
Amy
I mean,
Yazbek's in it.
What's the guy's name? Oh man, the guy that's in charge of the insane asylum when he's trying to have breakfast with Renfield, and Renfield's eating bugs because Dracula told him he takes lives. But the
Is that the
raspberry-
Harvey
I didn't see
Korman?
raspberries, huh?
Is that the Harvey Korman part? you're
Yes,
talking about?
yes. Harvey Korman.
Oh my god. And especially, I mean, if you seen Bram Stoker's Dracula, then to watch this one, there's so many puns. I mean, and comedy. It's just awesome. I love it. I might have to watch it now tomorrow.
yeah, when they're staking that one girl, and the blood just keeps shooting out.
Oh yeah.
It's so great. There's a lot of good quotes from that movie. I mean, so anyway, don't go watch it if you want something scary, but
It's
There's some good effects
It's
in
still
it,
worth a
though.
watch. Yeah, it's still worth a watch. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
that's awesome. But if I'm a Leslie Nielsen fan, so anyway, that was my pick.
All right, Mr. Poe, what do you got?
My next pick is gonna be Radu from Subspecies.
Subspecies.
Yeah, Radu.
I was thinking
On my
about that one. Yeah, I was thinking about that one. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna add that one to my list or not. It's a good one though.
I like Radu. He looks creepy. He looks like Meatloaf on heroin when Meatloaf did that music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Subspecies. Those are cool movies. I like them.
Yes, I like all the.
I
That's
mean,
like one of
cool
Full
picture
Moon's
films.
like best like
Mhm.
movies they have ever did.
I think
Even-
the first one I actually saw, golly, I know it was on TV. I was staying at my grandmother's house. I was up late, and I watched Subspecies 2, Bloodstone. And that was my introduction into the Radu character. And it freaked me out. I mean, it was dark and everything, and I'm like, this dude's freaking me out. I must have been freaking 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie. Is that the one where like those girls go into that? They have that place where they're staying, and Radu comes there
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
night and like sucks on that girl's wound. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
this right-
that's my
this right here.
sister's like favorite vampire. Like she had like
Yes.
a huge poster for it. Yes,
That's
yeah.
part 2 there.
The first two are real good. I can't remember if I've seen the third one or not.
Dude,
I know they
there's
kind of
like,
went downhill after a certain point.
how many are there, Carrie? There's isn't there a new one coming out?
Yeah, it's gonna be part of the Deadly 10, so there's definitely a new
Yeah.
one coming out. I can't remember exactly how many there. I'm gonna say there's 4 or 5 of them before that one. So
It's like
Okay.
each one of them like gets. Well, I don't know about the third one, but I know the first two are really good, and then after that, I think they started getting made like with less money. It seemed like.
yeah, probably that's usually what happens. So, but
Yeah.
But yeah, but I know it's not in the first one. It might be the second one. Radu's mother. She looked creepy as fuck. I remember that.
Shit, that might be a third one. I don't remember his mother in the second one. I could be wrong.
Oh, was that the third one?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's been a while, but I thought of vampire. Anytime I think of vampire movies, I think Subspecies.
It had the beginning of Angus Scrimm as the father. And like Radu cuts his fucking fingers off. So he
Yeah.
turns into little demon.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
All right, Billy, what do you got for your number 5?
I got a mockumentary about vampires called "What We Do in the Shadows."
Yes.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh my god.
It's
Dude.
one of the funniest mockumentaries ever, dude. It's
So
hilarious.
fantastic.
We watched the TV show, and then I
Oh, it's
told
great, yeah.
I love the TV show. We both do, and I
I
told
like it better.
I showed Miss Poe the actual movie. I said it's an actual movie. She goes, it is, and we watched it, and yeah, it's just hilarious, man. All of it. It's great. If you don't like it, then I mean, there's something wrong with you.
The
Yeah.
TV show's amazing. Oh my god, I love it so
I know
much.
some people don't get the comedy, you know, because my girlfriend, she doesn't really like the movie that much, but she loves the TV show.
Yeah.
And I guess some people's got to get used to that New Zealand type of style of comedy. But like the
I
bloody
think-
dishes, you haven't cleaned the bloody dishes. That's actually dishes, like bloody dishes.
And poor Peter.
Oh
I
yeah.
laughed my ass off.
Oh.
We're gonna
Oh,
visit
no,
Peter. I'm like, who's Peter? Nosferatu looking motherfucker.
I was like,
think
they had
they're-
those. Oh, good.
No, you were talking. Go ahead.
When they were inviting those people out, he's like, "Do you like spaghetti? Or no, biscotti?" He's like, "Those are worms." He's like, "No, not. It's biscotti."
I think they're actually making a type of sequel, but it's going to be about the werewolves. To that.
Yeah, werewolves, not
Oh yeah,
swearwolves.
it's called Werewolves.
Yeah.
But they haven't wrote anything about it. He said he doesn't know when they're going to do it. But yeah, and like
No, well,
when
some
they're
bitch,
chasing
dude.
that guy throughout the house, and then like Peter gets him, like, oh, poor guy, Peter got him.
Yeah, I'll definitely need to watch them. It's just, I just haven't.
It
I don't know,
might
I
be
just haven't
on
watched it.
Amazon.
It might be. I don't know.
Of
course, I mean,
Netflix or Amazon.
I know the show's on what FX. So I
Yeah,
can-
season
I can
2
watch
comes
it.
out next week.
You
Season
can
2.
watch
And
the
I
show
think
on Hulu.
yeah, the whole season 1 is on Hulu. And we binged it until we got caught up, and season 2 comes out next week. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, can't wait.
I'll have to try to binge through the first season then.
Especially the energy vampire.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
you'll have to
right.
watch.
So my number 5, and I'm hoping some other people have seen this, but I don't know if they have or not, is going to be Martin.
Holy
Yes,
crap.
the George
Martin.
Romero's first film.
Yes.
Second.
Well,
Or no,
not,
second
not his
film.
first film.
Second
Not his
film.
first film.
Second
yeah.
film, sorry.
Yeah, it's from 1977.
No, I've never seen that.
You've never seen it?
No.
Oh man, you're missing
I
out.
never
It's
heard
really
of
good.
it, dude.
It's really good.
I
So
haven't
it's-
seen it in forever.
Oh wow. It's got good ratings on IMDb.
Yeah.
I've
it's
never
a-
even heard of this.
Yeah, a young man who believes himself to be a vampire goes to live with his elderly and hostile cousin in a small Pennsylvania town where he tries to redeem his blood-craving urges. It's really good. If you've never seen it, you
Yeah, I'm
definitely need to try to find it.
Tom
Didn't
Savini's in it too.
they remade it, didn't they?
I don't know if they remade it. If they did remake it, I've never seen the remake.
And
I wanna
what's
say
it
they-
called?
Yeah, maybe it was.
It's called Martin.
Martin, like the TV show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
has,
all I'm seeing on Amazon
That's
Prime
what
right
popped
now.
up first.
Yeah, it has Martin Lawrence before he got real famous.
Damn, Gina! You're sucking my blood! Jeez.
That's cool.
Yeah, George
Dude.
Romero wrote, directed. He's got a role in it. Tom Savini's in it. It's really good. I really enjoyed
It
it.
says Martin the Blood Lover. That's what the poster
Blood
says.
Yeah.
Very cool. Like it.
Yep. So you have to track that one down and watch it.
Yeah.
All right. So who is next?
That'd be.
We've gone back around.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we
So
have-
it'll be Miss Poe there.
So I mean, I'm just gonna throw one out that I mean, this is like probably my top 2 favorite vampire movies of all time. And that would be The Lost Boys.
Oh yeah.
But my favorite vampire, though, from that movie, of course, is David, which is the Kiefer Sutherland vampire. He's awesome.
He looked all hot with his stubble.
I mean, it wasn't that for me because, I mean, I'm a big Corey Haim fan. That's why I watched it, you know. But I just like the David the vampire in it. You know, he's awesome. He's, you know, the bad boy teenager with the motorcycle. And anyway, I love that movie. I could quote it and watch it every day. So, but anyways, I hear
That is-
crickets.
Well, that is also. I was going to say it's also very good, and it's
Well,
also
Bill-
on my list. I had picked it also.
Awesome.
Oh, Billy's trying to talk, but I can't hear. Oh, he muted himself.
Here, I will unmute him.
He is muted. It says mute. Where did Billy go?
Oh, the show.
There we
Can you
go.
hear me now?
There we go.
Yes.
All right. I don't know how the hell that happened.
I don't know.
Where's your cat?
Where the fuck is she? I like the grandpa from Lost Boys. He's real funny.
Oh, he's the best.
Well, you got a TV guy if you got no TV.
Yeah.
I like reading or something like that is whatever he said.
All the damn vampires.
He used what was it? Windex. He used Windex for his cologne
Uh-huh.
before he's going to go on a date.
Smell
His
clean.
car. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it was that was a good one. I remember watching it. Of course, not in the theater, but I remember watching, renting it, and as a kid, and loving it. It was really good.
They
It was
played
very
it.
surprising that the guy from the video store was a vampire. Like, you didn't expect that.
No, and spoiler alert, but I never thought it would be him. I mean, he just didn't.
No, plus
Well, I
when
don't know.
when Michael invited him in, and then
Yeah.
he saw his reflection, and then you're like, oh shit. You find out that
Uh-oh.
when you invite him in, like his powers are even stronger, so you can see him through a mirror and everything.
There you go.
But then, of course,
All
when
it
you go
does is-
back
yeah,
and you see, his dog Thor, how he like protected him and stuff, and went all psycho.
yeah.
But I've seen it so many times. I mean, you go back and try to see what you missed, and anyway, yeah. And I hated
Classic.
Star. I hated Star in that movie. I hated her. She's so annoying.
I hated the little boy. She's like trying to protect him. I was like, man, fuck that kid.
What?
Yeah.
Laddie! I'm like, just let him die.
Yeah. Yeah,
God.
one little bitch vampire like takes off running. You're a vampire.
I remember that opening scene being really like with the flow of the cameras flying over. It goes down
Oh,
in the car,
yeah.
like rips the
Oh, when
roof
they kill
off
that
the
security
car.
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very
Yes.
good opening scene, and of course the soundtrack is really good.
Oh, my favorite. One of my favorites. I love it. Of course, I had the cassette. I
And
did.
The
I had the
saxophone
cassette.
player.
on the sax.
Oh yeah, the guy on
Yeah.
the saxophone.
Oh my God.
I still believe.
believe.
And he's all-
I still believe.
He's all sweaty and everything. It's like, what the
Yeah.
hell is going on here?
I believe he
A
was.
while back, someone made like a cartoon of that,
Yeah, I've seen
and
that.
I shared it on Facebook. I was like, "This is the best thing ever."
I want to say it was last year at Scarefest in Lexington. He was there, and
Oh
he performed that song live while he was there.
no, you were there.
Sweating.
I wasn't there.
He was
there.
sweating just as
Oh.
much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Carrie, you were front row. I know it. You're like, yes, I do believe.
I do. Sweat on me.
Oh shit.
So this is just a real quick little. Of course, me and my best friend Brenda. I I took her on a trip with me to California. We went to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, which is where they actually filmed that. Of course, on the movie they call it Santa Carla.
The murder capital of the world.
Yeah, the murder capital of the world. Yeah, and we walked along the boardwalk, and I mean, we were just in heaven, like, because I loved Corey Haim, she loved Corey Feldman. So, I mean, we were like, they were standing right here, and they were here, and they were here. We were just two teenage girls, infatuated. Anyways,
The most shocking role in that movie was would have been Ted or Bill. Which one was it? Bill or Ted?
it was Bill,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
Alex
little
Winter.
curly-headed
Yeah,
vampire.
Alex Winter.
Yeah,
That
Alex
was
Winter.
fucking
He had one line. Ah!
Yeah, he
His
was
name
the
was Marco in the movie, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
he was the first death, I think. The
Yeah,
first
but
villain to
yeah,
die.
when they go into, into
They
their
closed up
cave.
on his feet. Was it his feet in the cave, or was it anyway?
Yeah, I don't
Sorry.
remember. Yeah, I just remember they staked him in the heart while he was hanging upside down. They sprayed him.
It'd be funny if, like, when they stabbed, he was like, "This is not excellent."
The crossover event.
Yeah. Alright, well, that was a good pick. There was so many, like, I mean, that was also on my list. So maybe I'll nudge one in when I get up that far. But Mr. Poe, what do you got next?
My next one will be Blade. I love Deacon Frost, man. He was awesome in that movie. He was just the coolest bad guy.
There were so many movies that I just didn't add to my list that I just forgot about. I just
Yeah,
wasn't even thinking
Blade.
about Blade for some reason.
The reason I picked Blade too, not only is it a badass movie, but when it came out, we had the VHS tape, and me and my family, we went from Texas to Ruidoso, New Mexico. We took a trip, and there was a little TV in the van that we had, and that freaking movie was playing all the time. I mean, we loved it, man. It was just great. Blade, you can't do any better than that. I mean, the second one was cool, and the third one was, but the first one, you can't beat it, man. It was just awesome.
I want to say that's the first DVD that I owned.
Oh, really?
Was Blade. Bought it at Kmart in Canal City.
Who directed the first
Kmart.
movie?
Talk about an old ancient relic.
Yeah. I can't remember. I don't remember who
I don't know.
directed the
Del
first
Toro
one.
did
It
the
was-
sequel.
Oh, that was the
Stephen
sequel.
Norrington. Stephen
Okay.
Norrington, whoever that is.
All I know is he made a badass movie, and Wesley Snipes was badass in it. We kept making fun of Whistler through the series. I'm like, this dude's still alive.
Was
Blade.
it Chris Christopherson's his name?
Chris Christopherson.
Yes.
It was so
His name was Crystal Christopherson.
Chris
His name,
Christopherson.
his name was
Yeah,
his name was Whistler. It was Whistler in the movie.
Yeah, see, and this is another one of those movies that doesn't get enough credit for, like, kind of starting the popularity of comic book movies.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first
Definitely.
Marvel comic book movie.
Well,
One
It
of
was
the
R
first.
rated,
Yeah.
and it was R rated. So
yeah, it was R-rated. Yeah.
it
And
was
you
a
know you were
diverse
jamming out
Marvel,
to that
but-
soundtrack.
You know, I really I liked, there's a couple of characters I liked other than Deacon. I liked Donald Logue's character in it. He was funny. Of course, Wesley Snipes was badass. And then Tracy Lords, you know, her character was pretty cool in it too.
Now the
Took that guy to the club.
yeah, I
and
was
then
gonna
it
say a lot
turned
of the good effects, like a lot of the practical effects were good. The CGI doesn't really hold up.
Yeah, I
too
mean,
too well.
yeah, if you watch it now, you'll be like, this was cool. But yeah, it was. I mean,
Especially at the end when he splits
yeah.
Ethan Hawke in half, and like the blood
The Ethan Hawke.
pulls them back
Stephen Dorff.
together. Stephen Dorff, yeah, one of those guys.
One of those short blonde-headed dudes. I don't know.
But yeah, that effect whenever the blood pulls him back together, it doesn't really hold up. But
Yeah,
it's still a
that-
good movie. I still enjoy it. I enjoyed all three of them. I didn't even mind the third one.
The third one's cool. I mean, we binge watch it sometimes, and the second one I really do like. I mean, the first one, of course, is awesome, but the second one, it's a good one. It's a good addition to it.
That was what
And of
Ryan
course,
yeah,
Reynolds.
Guillermo del
definitely.
Toro.
Was that Ryan Reynolds' first attempt at a comic book character?
Oh yeah, part 3, yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as Hannibal King.
The second one, I'm pretty sure that was Del Toro's second attempt at doing an American movie, because he did Mimic, and that bombed because they, tried to take over the film while he was making it. So then he did a couple of films in his native land, and then pretty sure Blade 2 was his second attempt at doing an American movie.
I
And
like
I
Blade
can't remember
2.
if it did really well or not.
It had Ron Perlman in it. It can't be that bad.
And had Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norman Reedus before he was all popular and everything. I
And
think
then
he was
the,
fresh off of
Yep.
Boondock Saints to
I
that
think
movie.
so. And then
I
of course
think
you
so.
had the vampires with the where their chin would split open.
That
with the
was
big-
cool.
That
Yeah,
was
that
yeah,
was-
that was cool. I liked it. That's very cool. All right, Billy, what do you got for your number? What are we? 5, 4,
It was
something like
4.
that.
We're on 4
Okay.
now.
It will be 2011's Midnight Sun.
Holy crap! I've never seen that.
See, I've never seen it
Um,
either.
This guy is isolated. He's got like this skin disease, and blood is the only thing that makes him like stop hurting. He ends up falling for this girl, and they end up getting blood from this guy who works at a hospital. And then the cops kind of take notice, and they think the guy is involved in these grisly murders, where I think the blood's drained from these people.
Wow.
But it's an indie film, a little film, not too many. I only heard about it because I had a friend that I used to hang out with. He was really big into horror movies, and he told me about this movie, and it's really good. It's called Midnight Sun.
I can't find it.
Yeah, is
need
it
to
spelled?
check
Is
it
it
out.
spelled S-U-N or S-O-N?
SON.
Okay, that's
Oh,
why I
there we
couldn't
go.
find it.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Well,
Little indie film.
that's why I like
Cool.
doing these lists, because we figure out, oh crap, either we haven't seen it in a long time or we haven't ever seen it.
Yeah.
And it just gives me a list to go back and watch this stuff. So yeah, I'm looking that one up, and Martin. So
I've had to put this one
Yeah,
on
it's a
my
nice
list.
little indie flick. Y'all need to check out. It's pretty good.
Hey, Roddy McDowell's in it.
Roddy McDowell.
He's here on the
McDowell.
on the credits. I don't know. Anyway,
Oh,
No, he plays Peter Vincent.
cool.
It does. I'm serious. It says it's archived.
Yeah,
from
it
these-
does. It
So I
says
guess
here
I
Peter
guess they have the movie must be in it because Stephen Jeffries in it. Also, he played Evil Ed.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
they-
can rent it.
They
I
must
guess.
show Fright Night in this movie,
Yeah.
and that's why they're credited like that.
mm.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
Check it out.
I'm going to check that one out. I'm going to track that one down. Sounds like it's going to be a good one.
Carrie, I think it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. So my number 4 is going to be Salem's Lot.
Oh hell yeah.
Ooh, yes. The original.
Of course.
What does he say? Look at me.
Look.
Look at
Oh God.
Yeah, from 1979. It's kind of weird that I always think of this as like an 80s movie, but it's not.
Yeah.
When was it made?
79.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they remade it. I think they had one, and I think Rob Lowe was in it.
Yeah,
It
from
was
like
like a-
2004.
Yeah, but yeah, the original is just it's a great movie. I hadn't seen it in a long time, man.
Yeah, it's very good. The most creepiest scene is where the the kids floating outside of that other kid's window.
Oh yeah.
Let me in, Daddy. Let me in, Daddy. That was like the
Who
creepiest part. Was
directed,
seeing
Who
that.
directed that movie?
Let me look here.
Toby Hooper.
Yeah, Toby Hooper.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
hell.
You know, I just remember
So
seeing
that's
this when
why
I
it's
was
so
much
good.
younger. I remember seeing it when I was young, and I just remembered the way the vampire looked, and when he's like, "Look at me," and it scared the piss out of me.
Mhm.
It's a good one.
Scared me.
You can cuss on this podcast. It's all
Oh,
right.
I was doing it, scared the piss out of me. I was doing a English
It was
thing there.
written by Stephen King, directed by Toby Hooper, so you know that's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
It's a book, isn't it? Isn't it Stephen
Yeah.
King's book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said written by Stephen King.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you
it's a
meant the
novel. It was a
screenplay.
novel.
No, the screenplay was written by Paul Monash.
Paul
Okay.
Minogue.
Gosh.
Yes.
Paul Baba Ganoush.
Yeah.
You don't know who that is?
It was nominated for Emmys too, this movie. So pretty cool.
Good pick, Carrie.
Yeah, I just remember seeing it on TV when I was a kid, and like I said,
Mhm.
the kid floating outside the window was the freakiest part. So that's why
Bonnie
it's on my,
Bedelia's in it.
yeah, that's why it's on my list. All right, so we've gone back around.
Are we? I thought y'all wanted to combine mine and Mr. Poe's, but you just want us to name movies, or?
You might, yeah, because you might as well.
I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
just do your thing.
well, what if I want to name like a TV series?
as
That's
long as
fine.
it's vampire related.
It's vampire
Okay.
related.
Okay,
I told her this,
So-
but she didn't believe me.
I'm just making sure, okay? Because we're just listing movies, but I mean, there's a little series that was on HBO called True Blood,
Yes.
and of course, I mean, Bill was a great vampire, but the Eric Northman vampire, played by Alexander Skarsgård, was awesome. When he showed up in the series, it's like everything stopped. You were like,
Very
whoa,
scary.
who is this guy?
See, I've never seen it,
Oh.
so
True Blood.
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like crazy redneck vampires.
Well, and not
It's
crazy
got
redneck
humor
vampires.
and it's got good graphics and it's a good story. You know, at the beginning, at the end, it gets a little, you know.
The first season is the best because I mean the story is real cool, and for people that don't know it, I'll just kind of go over it a little bit. But what it is vampires have come out of hiding, and True Blood is the name of this the synthetic blood that they give the vampires so they don't attack people.
Yeah.
And so people are comfortable around vampires. Vampires will go to the liquor store and they'll pick up or convenience store and pick up True Blood, and everybody's like, okay, that's what he's eating. He's not going to eat me, which is not true. They still feed on people in this show. But I really loved the story in the first season. It was just really cool because you had the vampires just came out. People are, kind of still freaking out about it a little bit. They're like, holy shit, vampires really exist. But then, some people accept it. And of course, you have, Eric Northman, and he has his badass little club, and, it's just neat. And then there's a lot of murder going on, and they're thinking vampires, they're killing everybody. And that's not the case at all. And of course, in the later seasons, you get to see, werewolves and fairies and all sorts of shit. But the first season it's just great.
And what's her name? Anna Paquin. Suki! What are you doing, Suki?
Okay.
Suki!
Stackhouse.
Suki Stackhouse!
It's like, why
Your
are they all
brother's a
obsessed
cop.
with her?
Bill Compton.
Bill Compton.
And I actually liked his character. He was in the Civil War era, and he was fighting for the blue side, and he got, turned into a vampire because he was dying on the battlefield or something like that. But yeah, it's a good story,
And
man.
it's good. It's thriller, action, comedy, drama.
It is,
I mean, it's got
but
everything.
If you watch any season, watch the first one. It's great. The other seasons are all right, but that's the best one.
all right, maybe I'll have to think about that.
You'll have to think about it. That's a no.
Watch it.
I don't have much time left. I gotta watch. I don't want to start a whole series.
We gotta watch Midnight Sun. We gotta watch all this other stuff. Got a lot of indie movies to watch.
All right, Mr. Poe, what do you got next?
My next one is going to be John Carpenter's Vampires. I love that movie when it
I
came
almost
out.
put that on my list.
James Woods is freaking hilarious. He's an asshole, a sexist, piece of shit, but he played that
So
role
he-
so well.
So he's playing himself.
Yeah. But it's just bloody, gory, everything. It's awesome. It's a very good movie. I liked it a lot.
My favorite part was probably Cheryl Lee.
Oh, Cheryl Lee, yeah.
No,
Cheryl
it was a
Lee's
good. It
hot.
was a good. That was definitely a good vampire film. Yeah, of course, it's it's John Carpenter, so it's gonna be really
I haven't
good.
seen it in forever, but I remember loving the shit out of it.
Yeah. You watch it again though, and it's like, this is so corny and hokey, but it's still good. I still would watch it if it was on TV, and I was just flipping channels. I would stay on it to watch it.
Isn't it crazy? Like you watch these movies when you're young, you're like, man, this is fucking awesome, and then like some of these movies you watch now, you're like, the fuck was I thinking? Or maybe
Dude,
this wasn't as good as I thought it was.
Yeah, and that I think this falls in that category. You're like, holy shit, this is pretty cool, and then you're like, listen to it, and then some of James Wood's dialogue, you're like, he's a real piece of shit. Like,
Yeah.
See, I think that I think this would have made a really good show instead of making like horrible sequels with Bon Jovi.
yes,
I think they should have just made a show out of it and just the adventures of
Oh, I can't remember
Jack
his-
Crow.
Jack Crow. There you go.
No, who played the vampire in this one? I can't remember the guy's name.
Oh my God, that dude! I don't know.
I know he
I
looked
couldn't tell you.
familiar.
I can't remember. Of course,
Oh,
don't
well.
remember.
I don't know either. Looks familiar. Anyways, yeah, that's definitely a good one. Like I said, I almost put that on my list, but I had too many other things to put on there.
Yeah. Well, once you start to think about it, there's so much.
Yeah, I know.
It's just-
Yeah.
There's a lot more than I thought when I was
And
putting
you're
my
like,
list together.
should I put this one on here? Maybe not. There's a couple I did that with.
All right, Billy, what do you got next?
My third one is Stakeland.
That's a good one.
See, I haven't seen it either because the only one I
Yeah.
could find is part two. Like I can't find part
See,
one.
I haven't seen
anywhere.
part two. I don't know if I will. I don't know.
What's
No.
it called?
No.
Steak
Steak
Land.
Land.
Steak Land. Yeah.
Steak what?
Steak Land.
Oh.
It's they kind of treat their vampires like kind of like zombies in a way. They're like, most of them are
Yeah.
not really that smart. They just attack people and everything.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a little indie movie. The guy, I think he's becoming a big director now. I think his name's like Jim Mickle. He did Cold in July. He did the remake of We Are What We Are. He's a good director, but Stakeland, man, it's just like a post-apocalyptic world, pretty much.
Mhm.
And this guy, he's only known as Mister. He saves this boy because this boy's family gets killed by vampires, and he kind of
Yeah.
trains the boy. And they're just going through like the world, just searching, just surviving. It's really fucking good. You guys should check it out.
Yeah, I wish I could find it. Like I said, I can only find part two.
Stakeland very surprised me because I was like, yeah, it's probably not gonna be that good. No, it was pretty good.
I was the same way, man. I think it was on Netflix at the time. And I was like, Steak Land. And I read it and I'm like, I'll check it out. Holy shit.
Yeah, the
it's pretty
cover
good.
didn't really help it.
No, it didn't. I was
No.
like, what the hell? Oh, well, why not? I'll venture. And I'm glad I
Yeah.
did because it is a good pick.
It
It
is.
says here it should be on Amazon Prime. Is what it says.
There you go, Carrie.
I'll have to
And I
double
see
check on that.
Kelly McGillis was in it too.
Yeah,
after
she
her-
played it. Yeah.
After her Top Gun days.
All right,
And,
yeah, I'll
you
have
know,
to-
she's
I'll have
nowhere
to
to be
double check
found.
and see if I can find it.
Like, there's also like this religious group who are like, they're not vampires. You're just crazy nuts using vampires against the people that don't believe the way they do either. It's good.
That's
Sounds
cool.
Very interesting. I have to track it down now. All right. So that was what was that?
3.
4? That was 3?
That was 3.
All right. So my number 3 was already taken.
What was it?
I'd picked Lost Boys.
Oh.
So I picked another one real quick.
Wah, wah.
This is gonna be a weird pick. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but I'm going to go with Once Bitten.
Oh
Yes.
Is that the Jim Carrey movie?
Of course,
Yes.
we've seen it.
Okay, yay.
I was gonna pick that one too, but I didn't.
Yeah, it has the girl that, oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my money, Mickey. I think she plays Jim Carrey's mom, I think, right?
I can't remember that.
I don't either.
I just it's
Jim
been so
Carrey's in
long.
it, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Jim
Yes.
Carrey is
Okay.
there. I just can't
Yeah.
remember. Like I'm trying to think of this movie. It's been such a long time.
I haven't seen it since the 90s, like mid-90s. Probably.
Yeah. So.
I remember renting it on VHS. So
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that woman that sung that song, I'm pretty sure she's in, I think she's like his mom or something in it or something.
I don't know what her name is. So
I don't either.
I don't know either. I'm going along the cast here.
yeah,
It's
I don't know
not
if,
ringing
I don't
any
know if I've ever.
bells.
Yeah, but I remember seeing this. I probably saw it on TV first, and of course, at the time, nobody knew who Jim Carrey was.
Mhm.
No.
So
Was
it
this
one
during the time he was in Living Color? Or was this
no,
after or
this
before?
was 80. This was 85 when this
Oh,
movie
Yeah.
came out.
And he was like, it was weird that he's bit in the thigh,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this was
3 times. It had to be 3 times, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But this would have even been before. This may have been no. This is before Earth Girls Were Easy.
It's such a
Um,
cheesy 80s movie.
It
I
is.
love it. It's great.
That's
It's
good.
good.
And of course it's Jim Carrey before Jim Carrey, so he's not acting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not acting
He's not
like.
He's not very eccentric.
Yeah, he's not doing his Jim Carrey thing yet. So, but yeah, I just threw that one on there because my other pick had gotten stolen. So,
Aw.
and I still don't know what that girl's name is. So I don't know if she was in it or not.
God, I haven't.
Oh, well.
God, I haven't seen a movie in fucking forever.
I
You're
know.
welcome.
I'm trying to remember it too. It's been a while.
All right. So who's next?
It'll be my other half.
Oh man, I was gonna look up something.
You're not ready. The show's all about being prepared.
But after he picked Once Bitten, I wanted to pick something else. I will in a minute. Okay, this is a badass vampire movie, and I think y'all will all agree. Not even a specific vampire stands out in it. They're just all crazy, and it's 30 Days of Night.
Oh yeah.
Such an awesome idea. I mean, I remember watching it thinking, that's crazy. Like, there's in Alaska when it's dark all that time, so the vampires can just do whatever they want.
For 30 days.
Yeah. I
Was
loved
30
it.
Days a Night, was it a movie first or a comic first?
I think it was a
Comic
comic
book.
first, or a graphic
Okay.
novel first.
See, I don't know, but
It was a graphic novel first.
such a
but-
cool idea.
Oh, it's an excellent idea. I mean, they come out of nowhere and just start tearing up this town. It's bloody. It's,
Oh,
gritty.
yeah, super.
I
bloody.
mean, and of course, one of my favorite lines in the movie is Ben Foster. He looks like a homeless man or something. They throw him in the cell and he goes, "That cold ain't the weather."
Yeah, I was just going to say he was
Well.
the best. He was probably like the best part of that whole movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's death approaching. Yeah, that's a great. And they were rabid. I mean, they weren't like, like what you're used to with vampires, like all like sexual and shit. They
Yeah.
looked
They just
fucked
want the
up.
blood. Yeah.
They just
Mhm.
were rabid. Like they were like rabid wolves. That's what they were.
Yeah, I was going to say because I can't say that I'm a big fan of Josh Hartnett. I don't know if I've seen anything that I've
He's
seen him
a
in where I'm like,
decent
yeah,
amount.
like, you know what I'm saying, but I mean, Yeah, he's all right.
I liked him in 40 Days and 40 Nights.
He was all right in that one. I liked him in The Faculty
Yeah, he's
and
in the faculty.
and then Lucky Number 11. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was pretty good, but I don't think I really care for him. I'm saying like
And
I
he
like
was
the
also
movie.
in oh god, that TV show. It's losing.
He was in an awesome TV show. What's it called?
Welcome
I
to
can't
the
remember now.
Josh Hartnett podcast.
Yeah.
Fan podcast. We love you.
Oh, listen, hold on, I'm gonna find it.
I can't think of it now.
Dang it.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a TV show.
Oh, Penny Dreadful. Penny Dreadful.
Yes, Penny
Oh,
Dreadful.
yeah.
That
I didn't
was
watch
cool.
that either.
That's a good
I only
one.
saw the first season though.
Good.
Anyway,
Yeah, Third Day's Night. That's definitely a good.
cool
a good
idea.
pick.
I won't be going to Alaska during that
During
time.
that time.
Eating Frenzy.
It's not a documentary.
Hey, you never know.
Alaska, fuck you. We don't want you here.
That's not the vampires I like, okay? And you know.
Alaska, we have vampires. Don't fucking come.
It'll be the new show on Discovery to come on after Alaska Bushman or whatever it's called.
You never see Sarah Palin in the daylight.
Alaska bush
Yeah.
people.
Stupid.
Oh man.
All right, Mr. Poe,
All
what do you
right.
got?
Oh, my next one. It's actually a whole franchise. I mean, the Underworld franchise. That whole story and the vampires in it, and you know, Kate Beckinsale, and you just had so many awesome actors in it, and I like the story. I mean, it kind of too much after part 2. Like they could have stopped with part 2, but then Rise of the Lycans was pretty good, and then Underworld Evolution and Awakening. That was I thought it could have done without that, but the first Underworld, when I first saw it, I was like, man, this is a badass movie.
Yeah, I liked it. That was probably the only movie where the werewolf transformation CGI, but it still doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, it didn't. It really didn't. I mean, you would think it would look kind of hokey, and you're not like, oh man, but they did a good job. They did a really
The only thing that I thought was weird is when that one guy, he was like a werewolf, and then he became a vampire, and all they really did was like turn him blue, and then
Yeah.
he had sharp teeth. That was it. It's like, what?
It looked like you got dipped in the Blue Man Group vat and
Yeah.
gave him fangs. Yeah.
That was the
was
original. That was the test footage for Sonic.
Yeah. No, we gotta get rid of the teeth. He's got to be like 10 inches shorter. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I thought Bill Nye was really good in that one too. So
Yeah.
of course he's good in everything that he's in. but-
Oh, dude. Shit. You can't go wrong with him.
that was a good one. And of course you can tell that so she was in the first 2, and then
Yeah.
decided not, and then she just had to come back for the last one because she couldn't get anything else.
I get, yeah, she got tired of doing Adam Sandler movies or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, Rise of the Lycans was like a prequel, and it was a good prequel. But then the other ones, I was like, I mean, they're still cool in their own right. They got badass action and
Yeah.
horrific looking creatures and shit.
I think I've only
But-
seen the first 2.
Yeah, I've seen them all. I mean, I'm that kind of
I
guy.
can remember a little of the first, and then that's it. I don't know if
Oh,
I've seen the
well.
last one.
I don't know if I saw the last one there.
I have to
don't know.
give.
I can't
may have
remember.
to revisit
I
those
always
movies.
I always get Evolution and Awakening mixed up. Like I don't know which. Yeah, I'm like, okay, it's another Underworld movie. But yeah, that's my pick.
All right, Billy, what do you got for your next one?
Buffy the Vampire
Yes.
Cool.
The movie or TV show?
Slayer. The movie.
Yeah, the movie is awesome.
I've
Had,
never seen the TV show.
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
No, TV show. It's good, and then like probably the last two seasons or just one season it got. Once they introduced, she had a fucking sister out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, what the fuck is this? It's bad. It's like she didn't have a sister, then all of a sudden, hey, she's got a sister.
So you're picking the
Yeah,
TV
but
show,
no,
right?
the movie. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The TV show. Yeah, but the movie, I love the movie. It has Donald Sutherland. Was there Kelly? Was it Swanson? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Played
Christy.
Buffy?
Christy.
Christy Swanson.
Oh,
Christy Swanson,
Swanson.
Luke Perry, R.I.P.
Paul Rubens.
Paul Rubens, yeah.
Rutger Hauer, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rutger Hauer.
No, apparently
Man, it was
Hillary
just, and it's
Swank was
crazy
in
that
it.
Josh Whedon also wrote the movie too. Who?
Oh, wow.
Hillary Swank was in it.
Oh yeah, she played
Hmm.
her friend. Yeah, I think.
Oh, and David Arquette. I
Had the
guess was in
dude
it
from
also.
Dave Arquette. He's like, "Come on, man, let me in." He's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"Go to the
that's
window.
right. That was
Come
him. That
on."
was him. That's right. Forgot about that. Yeah,
And they had the
that-
guy from oh fuck, the guy he played basketball. He was like the vampire. He was like playing basketball. He's been in a lot of other movies. Oh, he was in Dazed and Confused. He played one of the popular dudes.
Oh, my God.
Uh,
Now you're making me think.
yeah, you really narrowed it down there a little bit.
I can't remember his name in Dazed and Confused, but he was like the basketball guy. She's the one that, while they were cheering the game, she found out he was a vampire, and she goes chases him out. I think
I
she
have
ends up
no
killing him, I
idea.
think.
Man, dude, my wheels are turning. Nothing's coming up, but I'll have to watch that one again. It's been a while since I've seen that one, too.
And of course, when Paul Rubens gets stabbed, he's like, "Ow, ooh, ee," and then he stops and looks. Ow, ow. But yeah, that was that's a really good little vampire comedy.
That's definitely a good one. I like the movie more than of course I didn't watch the TV show, but the stuff that I've seen of it, I'm just like, I don't think I'd be.
They're both good in their own different ways. Like the TV show's good up to a point, and it's like they kind of got lazy. It's like how can we get more popular? How can we not go down the road where we're sucking? Let's make it different. It's like, no, you guys suck. They started sucking the last couple seasons. And then they
Yeah, but
kinda
you want your
ruined it.
vampire show to suck, though, right?
Well, suck in a bad way.
All right. So it's back around to me now, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
All right. So my number two. This was tough. Trying to do my number one, number two. That sounded horrible, but number two is going to be Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
If I said it right, because I can't remember if it's the or a.
Oh, it don't matter.
Yeah.
It's
We
just
know what you're
Interview with
talking
the
about.
Vampire.
Yeah.
Interview with Brad Pitt.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, Interview with the Vampire is what it is. Okay. Yeah, it's
They all did an awesome job in that movie. Awesome.
I don't know. I mean, Brad Pitt done a good job, but I'm telling you, Tom Cruise was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, Lestat. Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
before Scientology took him?
No,
No, he
after.
was fully culted in.
Oh.
Yeah. No, dang man. I can't remember the first time I saw it. I've seen it so many damn times. I mean, it's just a great movie. Can't go wrong with it.
I've seen it.
I think it's an essential one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Oh,
It
yes.
should be on everybody's list to see.
Yeah, definitely. And it introduced the world to Kirsten Dunst, too.
Yeah. I want some more.
I want some more. I'd be pissed, too, if someone bit me as a child when I was and turned me to a vampire and I'm not going to grow.
Yeah, you're just gonna stay a little girl
That fucking
forever.
Sucks. Yeah. Who did this? Who did this to me?
Yeah, so I just thought it was really good. It was like a good it was like a newer.
It was like a different
classic.
take on the a different way. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a newer movie, but it was still had that
Instead of just
classic.
your same old vampire movie.
Right, yeah. Of course, written by Anne Rice. Her stuff's really good. So
Yes,
Did
it
you-
is.
Did you do like did she write or was it the kind of a loosely based sequel? What was it called? Had
Oh,
Leah
Queen
in
of
it,
the
had,
Damned.
the guy that plays a stat. Yeah.
yeah, that was horrible. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Is that
movie.
kind of like a loosely based sequel to Interview with the Vampire?
Yeah, it's it's good. It's not horrible, but yeah.
Too bad they couldn't get Tom Cruise to play Lestat again.
Yeah, because that movie was horrible. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Golly. Like, fuck that movie.
Yeah.
All right,
Book
who's
it.
next? Who's next with our number 2 pick?
Who's next?
I guess it's my turn.
Yes, it's your number 1.
Yeah,
It's my
one.
number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already went through all the other ones.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
So, wait a minute. Hold on. So this, like, everybody's next. Okay. So what we'll do first, we'll do if anybody has an honorable mention.
Okay.
Okay,
If you have an honorable mention, that
good.
you-
Because I mean, you
So we're
mentioned
doing
once-
honorable mention now, or the first one?
we'll do honorable mention before our number
Okay.
ones.
Okay, so honorable mention. You mentioned Once Bitten, and it just I'd totally forgotten about that one. So I wanted to throw in another comedy vampire movie that, of course, I remember liking when I was younger, and it's called Love at First Bite. It has
That sounds familiar.
George Hamilton is the vampire.
Ah, okay. Yes. Yes.
You know, the guy that tans a lot.
A tan vampire.
Yes.
Damn vampire.
I just remember it was so cool. It was so cool, and again, you know, he had that classic vampire look with the you know, the widow's peak and the
Now, was that a made-for-TV movie?
I
Or
don't
did
know,
that
but
come
I
out in
mean, I
theaters?
mean, I didn't. But you know what? I didn't see it at the movies. I saw it on TV, but I don't know. I don't know.
I
I
just
hate
remember.
that y'all haven't seen it, but
just-
I mean, it did come out in 1979. So.
Yeah. I'm just remember like when I remember it though. I'm just thinking it had that like ABC movie feel to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a
Maybe
ABC.
it was a
Wednesday
Golden
night
Globe
movie.
nominee.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I
Anyways.
don't think I've ever seen that
Well,
one.
you have to watch it now.
No, I don't.
Well, What's your honorable mention?
Oh, mine? It wasn't the greatest vampire movie, but I did kind of dig the story. And it was Daybreakers with Ethan Hawke
Oh yeah, I remember.
and
that.
William Dafoe.
Oh,
Yeah, I like the story to that. It was an interesting take on that.
'Cause that was
Vampires
the,
took over the world, and they all drive these weird ass cars that don't let any sunlight in, so they could drive during the day.
yeah.
Yeah,
see, I knew he was in a vampire movie, but I couldn't remember.
yeah.
The name of it.
Daybreakers.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah,
like
it was like I said, it's not one of the best ones, and I don't think a lot of people dug it, but I like the story. So
But I like Ethan Hawke, so
yeah,
I remember liking that one when I watched it.
yeah, it's not bad.
All right, Billy, what's your honorable mention?
We kind of talked about it, but it wasn't anybody's pick. But Blade 2.
Blade 2.
Yeah,
Blade 2. I like the vampires, and it's just I kind of like it a little bit more than the first one. Maybe because I'm a sucker for Del Toro movies.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
and the story was pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
that guy got shunned by his dad, and he's out for revenge. You know.
Yeah, isn't like he
And why Blade?
he's like the first vampire, and then he's like trying to kill all the other ones because he's like, thanks they're not living up to the hype or whatever. He's like, I guess I gotta kill the rest of y'all.
I'm gonna fucking murder everyone.
Very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was good.
All right, so my honorable mention, man, there were so many. Like I was just like when I sat down, I was like, okay, I got to pick 6 movies. And I was first, I was thinking I'm not gonna be able to do this because there's not that many. But then I started thinking of way too many. Um, so I think my honorable mention is gonna be A Vampire in Brooklyn, starring Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah,
awesome. I was gonna pick
Forgot
that
about
too,
that.
and
that
was
is
yeah, it was a Wes Craven film.
yeah.
fantastic.
Was it a serious? I haven't seen it forever. Was it a serious movie or was it kind of comedy? I can't remember.
Little of both, wasn't it?
It
Carrie?
wasn't very
Like,
funny.
it wasn't
was-
funny, but they had some funny stuff in it.
Yeah, it's almost like it was written as a serious film, but then you get Eddie Murphy to play in it. so it's
He
gonna
makes
have
it funny.
so it's gonna have some comedy in it. Yeah,
It's Harlem Nights too.
Oh, it was.
yeah,
No,
It was
but
a good
it's
movie.
it actually is a decent movie.
yeah. But it was written by Eddie Murphy, so like I said,
Oh.
directed by Wes Craven. So
I
yeah, that's
love
gonna
Eddie
be
Murphy.
and I know it didn't get it wasn't not a lot of people liked it like when it came out, but I remember enjoying it.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a big
I
Eddie
did.
Murphy fan, so
Angela Bassett was good in it too.
yeah. All right, yeah. So that was my honorable mention. So let's go ahead and move into our number ones.
Well, I mean, for me, the number one was easy for me, and that's Bram Stoker's Dracula. I mean, it's an amazing movie. It's awesome.
Mhm.
Gary Oldman is awesome. He could do no wrong to me. So
See, I thought about that one too. I was like, do I even want to put that on my list? I don't know.
no, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's great. Nothing bad
Anthony
to say about
Hopkins.
all mine.
I mean,
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins, Keanu Reeves, babe. That's your favorite actor, isn't it?
Yeah, I like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, but when he done that film though, he was still kind of playing that character. So it just came off. You know what I'm saying? Like he
He's like,
wasn't.
whoa.
Yeah, he hadn't expanded. He hadn't expanded his acting abilities when he done that movie. So he was
You know,
probably like
and-
the weirdest part about it.
That guy gets so made fun of, and now he's like John Wick, and you get to hear stories about him being, just himself, how badass of a person he is. So I kind of feel bad making fun of him. So I mean,
I'm not making fun.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah, I know. Yeah, he was like still kind of, everybody still saw him as Ted. So,
Right.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a great movie.
Well, it sucks because he's a good actor, but he got typecast in that part.
Yeah.
Everyone just sees him as Ted, Theodore Logan.
They thought he was a Mimbo,
Yeah.
What?
You know what? A Mimbo.
a male bimbo.
Oh.
Hmm.
You know what? He'll always be Johnny Utah to me. All right.
Heck yeah,
Point Break.
with the late great Patrick Swayze.
There you go.
Sways.
Yeah. So Bram Stoker's
He's
Dracula.
not
That's a
coming
good
back.
one. That's a good number one. Mr. Poe, what's your number one?
I'm gonna have to go with a classic one. I always liked Christopher Lee as Dracula. I like his all the old movies that he's in as Dracula. He did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I thought about
Not
those
to take,
too.
not to take away from Bela Lugosi. I mean, he was the first one to scare people as Dracula on film. Other
No,
than
he
the guy
wasn't.
that played,
No, he wasn't.
well, no, other than the guy that played Nosferatu. But yeah, Christopher Lee, man, who was the first one to scare people? I always thought it was Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, it would have been Nosferatu from
Yeah,
19.
Nosferatu.
There was a vampire film that was, I think it was silent, that was made like 1916, 17. It's called Vampira or something like that. Like I can't remember. It's not
Golly.
that long. Yeah, it's like really old. I've never seen it, but I remember like somebody found it and like was telling people, "Hey, this is the first vampire film."
It's a
ever made.
snuff film, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They found it in a basement. Yeah,
Sinister.
Christopher
First
Christopher
Sinister.
Lee. I like him as Dracula. And those movies are real cool.
Oh yeah. Billy, what's your number one?
Okay. I just thought about these movies. I was like, man, I'm gonna say this, but then I remembered these two other movies. I know you said one, but I'm gonna have to see these two. First one, Tad, is Innocent Blood.
Oh shit! Yeah,
That
dude,
girl,
I totally
she's a
forgot about that
yeah.
movie.
I did too, till just now. I was like, wait, what's that vampire where that girl's like, she has a conscience and she only kills criminals?
She turns mafia people into vampires.
Yeah.
I need to see
yeah,
that.
that's a real good one.
Yeah.
I remember the cover to that. I'm looking at it and I remember the cover to it, but I never watched it. Never seen it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one. And then the other one's got to be Del Toro's first movie, Kronos.
Oh yeah, good shit, man. I hadn't seen Kronos in forever, dude. That holy crap!
That's a good
and that
one,
Ron
yeah.
Perlman's in that too, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Early 90s, I think. Or yeah, it was like, yeah,
yeah.
it was 90. It was about 90,
Holy
89, 90,
crap.
something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, those two are really
Yeah.
good.
Innocent Blood. I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah, dude, I did too. I haven't seen it since the 90s. My sister rented it. I remember like just watching it like 3 times in one day. I thought it was fucking awesome. Don't know how. Don't know if it's if it's aged well or not. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it.
I hadn't seen it in 2020, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's
In
the worst
25
thing
years.
ever.
we're gonna
To
watch
go
it now and be
back-
like, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Why would he,
Go back,
why would he
watch
put
a
that?
movie
Delete the
that you
episode.
remembered. You
Yeah.
remembered how amazing it was, and you go back and watch it, and it just breaks your heart. I hate that.
I hope it's not the case with this one. I gotta watch it again. And if I don't like it, I'll be like, hey, delete the episode. I know
bet.
Kronos is good because I saw it like 8 years ago. I still remember it pretty well.
yeah,
All right.
very good pick, man.
Very good, very good, very good. All right, so my number one shouldn't be a shock to anybody. It's gonna be 1979's Nosferatu.
Yeah,
That's always gonna be like my favorite vampire film.
he just looks freaky as hell, man. How can you? I didn't really like. What was the? There was a remake with William Dafoe,
Well, that wasn't a remake. That was a
or
like a story. That was like the story of the making
This-
of.
yeah, the story.
Yeah, of
well,
the original
whatever it was.
1922 version.
Yeah, no,
Was it-
Nosferatu is great. Man.
Yeah. Werner Herzog and then Klaus Kinski obviously playing Nosferatu. It's just great. Like I
You
said,
could get a
it's
better
always been my
actor to
favorite.
play him.
Yeah, no.
They're
That's
supposed to make a movie about the ship that's carrying Dracula. What's it called? The Dementor or something like that. The voyage of the Neil
wow.
Marshall was attached to it for a long time, and then he left, and somebody else was, and then there's nothing about it now. But yeah, they're supposed to just be a movie about that, like his voyage to America.
That would
Cool.
be
Cool.
interesting.
Yeah, but who knows if it'll ever get made now.
Probably never.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was a good pick. So we only had the one double.
Yeah.
that was
Because I'm
like-
different. Because I'm different.
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
me and Geraldine picking the same
oh,
movie.
dear.
Lost
Oh, tell
Boys.
the number one, 2.
Mhm.
You know, when I was going for my list, I knew exactly, like, I knew that was going to be on her list. And, you know, we all like The Lost Boys. Who doesn't like that movie? It's just, it's a classic. So
It's a
yeah, that's
birthright
why-
to watch it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, but yeah,
All
I
the
love
damn
everybody's
vampires.
picks. Everybody's picks. That's why I like doing these. Like I said before, we get to see movies that we probably never, heard of or hadn't seen in a long time. So
Yeah, I definitely got some ones I'm going to have to watch now.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch Innocent Blood.
yeah, me
Yeah.
too. That's on my list. Martin, and then the other one you said, Midnight Sun.
Oh yeah, Midnight Sun. Yeah.
I can't believe you've never seen Martin. Come on.
I only know the TV show. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
It
was
just
it?
like
Vampire
it doesn't sound
Bay.
amazing like Martin. Okay.
You won't be disappointed. And
Okay.
Yeah.
if you are, you can't be on the show anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who he's
Right.
talking to. All of us
Both
or
of
just
you.
one of us.
Everybody.
I don't know.
All you fuckers, you can't.
Welcome to
watch me
Podcast
on
from
here
Beneath.
anymore.
It's just Carrie because I like
That's
Martin.
Carrie talks to his dog. He's like, "All right, so what's your pick?"
Come
Where's
on.
your dog? Do you have a dog?
Yeah, he's back there asleep.
Yeah,
Oh.
Brody.
Brody the cat dog.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so Billy, where can they find you on the internet?
They can find me at Bath Salt Wizard on Twitter, and I think it's the same thing on Slash Rap.
All right. Mr. Poe, where can they find you?
They can find me at They Call Me Mr. Poe on Twitter. Same thing for Slasher app and same thing for Instagram. But also you can watch me Sunday nights at 8 on B Movie TV, only on Roku. on the Sci-Fi Sideshow.
Yay. Geraldine, where can they find you on the internet?
I'm on Facebook. I'm a Facebook junkie.
All right. Nowhere else?
Geraldine Poe.
There you
I
go.
can't get her to
Poe.
do any other social medias. I can't.
It's I don't have time for any other social medias. That's
I
it.
got everything. I got a Snapchat. I think I even got a TikTok. Okay, I
You're
got
more
everything.
social than me now. So you know.
You got all the time in the world now. Everybody's isolated except for
That's
us
right.
essential workers.
Yes.
Well, we're all essential though. So.
Yeah, we
Okay.
are.
All right. Well, okay.
I'm a nurse. I'm essential.
It's the Essential Podcast.
Yes.
Essential
The
podcast.
essentials.
What was that? Is it all the non-essential workers breathing up all the essential man's air?
Didn't you share something on
Yeah, it was.
social media?
What was
That
it?
shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
It was Dave Chappelle's. What's his name? Clayton Bigsby character.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Well, I did want to mention before we head out, I did want to mention something. There's a funny picture that I'm going to share, but it's a friend of Geraldine's and also become a friend of mine, Stephanie Escamilla, with her horror dolls and everything. Well, anyway, she sent her boyfriend to work with a special mask she made, and it looks like flesh all like stitched up and everything. We'll have to share that. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty
Pretty
funny.
cool. Yeah.
And then I was a part of Renfield Rasputin's trivia night, and I got second place.
Yay.
And it was,
Yeah,
and,
I helped you with that.
No, you did not. She
I'm
tried.
gonna-
She got,
I'm
you
gonna
want me to
compete."
Google? She's like, you want me to Google? I said, no, if I don't know it, I don't know it.
I'm gonna
But,
compete next time.
What did you
Yeah.
win?
He had different things. I think first place got a pop. It was an exclusive pop that it was a xenomorph. And then I had a choice between, he makes like voodoo dolls, and he had a book. He has a new book. I think it's called I can't remember, Black Hawk or something like that. And then a poster. And I said, just sign the book and send it to me. And he goes, what, you're out of toilet paper? So, I was like, dude. No, but he's a real cool guy. And I mean, if anybody listening, go look him up. I mean, he wants more people part of this trivia night. So
All right, cool.
And
Where,
you
where's he
guys
have
too.
it at?
it's like a Facebook Live thing. Add him as a friend and you'll see it.
Okay. I'll do that.
Renfield Rasputin. It's
Yeah.
like the coolest name ever.
But he's part of the Butcher's Bluff gang.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
yeah, him and William Instone are working on that together. So
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was another fun episode. And until next week, we will continue to watch the good, the bad, and the cheaply made.